I am like the master of hiding the edges so we don't have to do them. And yeah, so this is basically it. Now, so hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited about today. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below if you're not subscribed to my channel. I am Rachel and I'm so glad that you found this video. So if you subscribe, you get to see more of me and you get to join the family, join the gang. And for those of you that are already subscribed, thank you for subscribing to your girl. Today, we are getting into this high puff. Now, this is an old twist out, so if you have not watched my other twist out video, then you should go watch that, check that out, because this is the old, maybe like 4-day, 5-day hair from that twist out. And so typically, after my twist outs get old, I typically just start doing high puffs with it because it's already like puffy and frizzy. The ends are still good, but typically like at the roots and deep down inside there, girl, it's over with for the twist out. So I typically just pull my hair up from that and before wash day. So I'm gonna go ahead. I have here my headband that I'm gonna put around my head. A lot of people use the hair ties that snap. And that's good for them, but this really works for me just as well. You can get this from CVS, Walgreens, any beauty supply. Really, it's just a headband. That's all it is. I have here my wide tooth comb that I'm gonna be using to get my hair to fluff it once it is up, and then also get any knots or kinks out as I'm pulling my hair up. I have my hard bristle brush here because why sis, we gotta slick up the back, the sides, and the edges. But typically though, I do pull my high puff to where I don't have to do my edges. I don't ever stress about my edges, one, because applying a lot of gel and a lot of brushing over them after a couple times will definitely start to break your edges off. And so I'm actually coming off of a braid style where my edges were like pretty much up, pulled a little tighter around the edges for my braids. So I'm not really trying to do anything on my edges right now. So I will be doing my high puff to really kind of hide my edges. So I probably won't do anything with my edges. I do also here have like a headband or a little wrap that I'm gonna put around the edges because, like I said, I'm not doing them. They've already been under enough tension and enough stress lately. So, and we don't want to stress out our edges because that's when they start to go crazy and you start to lose them. And we want all of our edges. So, that's what that there. I also have here some jam. It is the Shine and Jam Conditioning Gel Extra Hold. And typically I'll use this or sometimes my Eco Styler, sometimes both. But I usually gauge that as I'm pulling my hair up. So I have this, and then I also have my water bottle here, which we all know what that's here for, why we need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fluff out my hair some more. We're already looking pretty fluffed and crazy here, but I'm gonna try and start fluffing everything to the top. So and you really want to focus on the back while doing this because that's the part that you really need to get to cooperate with the rest of the front, is the back and the sides for when you go to pull your hair up. So typically I'm not doing too much like raking. I'm not doing too much raking, but I am just kind of like fluffing through the back a little bit, trying to get it a little bit neater, a little bit straighter, so that at least when I do put the jam on, that it is going to lay pretty flat. So that's the goal here. So I'll turn around and let you guys see what I'm doing. Like I'm not really doing much. I don't consider this doing much. I'm just really focusing on making sure that I get the kinks while I'm trying to fluff it up. So that's really all I'm doing so that this can lay flat, which is why I keep going like this. Anytime I feel a bump, I break the comb up in. So for example, this feels like it's a pretty good bump right here, so I'm gonna go like this. And as I go up my hair, I'm flattening it as I fluff it or comb it kind of upward. And I do the same thing on the sides. And it's really just kind of prepping our hair to go ahead and go up into the high puff. That's basically all I'm pretty much doing here, because essentially the brush is gonna do the brunt of the work for us, but the comb is just kind of like prepping the game. So basically the comb is like the appetizer, the brush is the main entree pretty much. So that's what we're doing here. We're doing the same thing to the sides. Just kind of trying to get everybody on one accord that we're moving up in the game, pretty much. And so this is kind of like what you want to go for in terms of, I guess, flatness. So this is the back. I know this is crazy. This is the side. You see how everything is like automatically, like it's forming the high puff already without me even having to put on the headband yet. And that's kind of what you want to go for. Plus, it makes it better for when you do pull up all of your hair into the high puff. So when you go to fluff it, it's going to be really, really puffy, pretty much. So next thing I do, I'll take my water bottle. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the sides and the back, kind of get them prepared for the jam that is coming. So I'm not really doing the most with this high puff because we're in quarantine and no one's going anywhere. So I am gonna use this jam. Sometimes too, I know I said Eco Styler gel. Sometimes too, I will take my Murray's Edge Wax and I'll go along the perimeter down here with it, just so that can really be slicked down. But like I said, we don't need the superb slickage today. I'm actually just going to grab food and just pretty much that's it. So I'm not really going anywhere where it needs to be super slicked down. Plus, like I said, I'm giving my edges and the nape of my neck a break because the braids I did, they were pulled kind of tight. So I'm just trying to give them a break for now. And so I literally take like a big glob of it and I just rub it all along the back and the sides. As you can see, I think I will get some edge control, so let me get that. And so I use the Argan Oil Eco Style. That's what really works best in my hair and absorbs the best, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I get like a good chunk of that. And we just do that all along the back and the sides, like so. And now, since we're already looking pretty good, right? We get the brush, seal the deal. So, you just wanna brush it all up. Like so. Make sure it's nice and smooth back there. Might put a little bit more of the Eco Style and the gel together. So that should be good back there. Sides, I'm gonna do the same thing. We'll put some more gel on the sides here. You guys, because I am looking in the mirror while I do this, but the camera's not facing the same way the mirror is. So let's put that all on the sides here. Good now. We should be ready to go ahead and put this band on our head. So give it one more good brush around here. Now, I take my band and I double it before I put it on my head. One, because if I try and double it on my head, it's gonna pull it up too far and then it's just gonna pop off. So I go ahead and double it before I put it on my head. So basically, double it up like so. And we're gonna slide it over. And it's already as tight as pretty much I need it to be when I pull it up. Now, I also have two long bobby pins. And I also have two short bobby pins. The long ones are for the side, the short ones are for the front and the back. So basically, this is what we're gonna do. We are going to slide the back of, actually I had that backwards. The short ones are for the side, the long ones are for the front and the back. So we're gonna go ahead and slide this up. So you're gonna slide the back up first. I'm holding the front of this. So I'm gonna slide the back of it up first. And my forehead is so big. I have a big forehead, so it can kind of hold it for itself until it gets to about there. I'm going to take one of my long bobby pins, or I'm gonna bobby pin it. Right there. Now, depending on how high you want your puff, that's on you. But once I have that bobby pin in the back, and I bobby pin it at an angle so that it doesn't continue to move upward. So once I do that, I still hold the front and I get my sides together like that. So that's about as high as I want it on the side. So now I take my two short ones and I slide them in the exact same way at an angle so that it does not move. Hopefully. It seems like this one's still trying to move on me. So, like that. And then I'll take the front one and I stop it right, literally right where the edges are. Slide in this front bobby pin at an angle. And that's it. And that is our high puff. So we are all set. Let me fix this up a little bit. We are all set. We are ready to go. My edges, like I said, I am like the master of hiding the edges so we don't have to do them. And yeah, so this is basically it. Now, I'm pretty okay with this. So this is it. It's the high puff. So I'll give you a side profile. This is what we're looking like from the side, from the back. And you want to make sure this band is hidden in the back. So you just really fluff your hair out over the band, like so. And so this is what we're looking like in the back. Turn to the side. This is what we're looking like on the other side. And that's really it. And if you really want this to really like be slicked down and perfect for you, of course, you tie it up. You can sleep in it overnight with a bonnet on top of your puff, in addition to your scarf. And you're all set for the next day. So